What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So a couple things before I actually start. Number one, yes, I have 3 band-aids on my fingers. I'll tell you why if it actually works what I did, but I just happen to have 3 band-aids on my fingers because all 3 fingers were bleeding. So don't mind them. They're fine. I'm fine. Number 2, yes, I am fine. I look a hot mess. I have no makeup. I haven't washed my hair in a few days. I've washed my body, but not my hair. And it's just, I just can't right now. Number 3, yes, there are boxes all over me. And if you, by now you know that I moved. If you don't know what this video is about at this exact point, after reading the title, then this video is my top 5 tips to have a successful move. I just want to point out that like moving will never not be stressful. This is also a TV. She's just gonna hang out here with me. Yeah, moving will never not be stressful. So I just want to point that out. Like my tips are just ways to make it a little less stressful. So, number 1, I would have to say is purge. Especially, okay, wait. Not purge like the movie Purge, but purge through your stuff. Like get rid of stuff that you don't need before you get to the new place. Like the goal is to come to your new home with like the least amount of stuff you possibly can. That way when you're unpacking and you're just doing all this stuff to make yourself a home, you don't have to worry about things you don't want to have in your new home. So for me, I did a huge purge on clothes. I got rid of so many clothes, it's not even funny. I gave at least, I'm not even exaggerating, at least 10 to 12 like garbage bags full of clothes to like charities or shelters. And then I have about, I think almost 20 items on Poshmark. So a lot of you guys were asking me where I wanted to sell if I could sell my clothes, and so I ended up partnering with Poshmark on this video to show you guys how easy it is to use Poshmark and to like shop on Poshmark. Here you'll see just like me scrolling through Poshmark and showing you like what it actually looks like. It's super user friendly. You can shop anything you could possibly ever want, from designer to just your normal Zara's. Like Poshmark has everything on there. It's, like I said, super user friendly. I uploaded a few things on here. I have lots of denim, like shorts and stuff. I gained some weight and it mostly went to my legs and my butt, and I don't plan on losing that. I kind of want to keep it. So I uploaded a few shorts and jeans, leather jacket on there. That everyone needs a leather jacket, so if you don't have one, go get it. But yeah, Poshmark is super great if you want to shop my closet. So I will be continuing to post on there things that I will not use anymore, that I'm not going to give to charity, so you guys can look at that as well. So you can check out the link in my description box to get up to 70% off of clothes on Poshmark, but you can also use my code and the description box. You can get $10 off your very first order. So again, thank you to Poshmark for partnering with me in this video. Hope you guys go on my closet. I'm actually I have Poshmark all on my phone, so I'm there. So hope you guys can find something that you like. My tip number 2 is to do sort of with like dogs and or children. I don't have children, so I'm not going to talk about children in my experience, because I don't have an experience with moving with children. But for me, we boarded our dogs. We just didn't want to have to worry about them. You know, when you're moving, there are doors open all over the place, and we don't have our backyard isn't necessarily secured right now. We don't have a fence up for it quite yet, and so there was no place for us to put the dogs, especially at our old house, because they were going to use the garage to go in and out, and so doors were just going to be wide open. So we actually boarded our dogs, and it was such a huge help, because we didn't have to worry about them, and we didn't have to worry about if they were like here with us, if we didn't have to worry about like feeding them or taking them out. It was just like solely focused on the move, which for me was like decreased my stress a little bit, because when the dogs are around, I'm just like, where are they? Like, I'm all about them. And so during the move, not having to worry about them and knowing that they're good at the borders and they can get all the care they need, and I can just focus on moving. So I highly suggest boarding your dogs or giving them to a friend to watch for a day or two, because it's gonna help a ton. Number 3, start early. Like, figure out your move early. If God willing you're able to know, like, in the next few months I'm gonna have to move, I would start budgeting, because moving is expensive. It's never not going to be expensive, and depending on what you find is a priority, you're going to need to budget for that. So for us, like, we really wanted to have movers, and I don't want to include that as like a tip to a successful move, because you don't need to have people come pack for you. But like, we've done the last 2 moves with just us. Sorry, I have something in my eye and it's like really bothering me. So the past 2 moves before this one, we just packed everything ourselves. And then we hired movers to come and take our big things, like our TVs, our couches, stuff like that. And then just pack all of the stuff in their truck and take it over, and then just unload it. And then that's it, which is the least expensive option, I would say. But in this case, we just didn't want to have to worry about anything really, because like you guys know me. I get overwhelmed very easily. I get stressed out very easily. And so we just decided that, you know what, we're gonna have people come pack for us, and move for us, and do pretty much everything. Besides the unpacking, I wanted to unpack myself, but that was such a huge help. So we knew, like, again, that's why I'm not saying that get packers like as a tip, because not everyone can afford that, and not everyone might not want to do that. But I'm just saying in general, like, budget your moves. Like, figure out what you want to be able to, what luxury you want during your move, and figure out how much it's going to cost you, because moving is going to cost some money. And if you're one of the people who really want to like budget and save money, it's going to take time to research and see like what movers cost, like what you're getting more bang for your buck. And that takes time. I know for us, we have lost a lot of money because we waited until the last minute, and we just have to like go. We didn't have enough time to, you know, research here and research there and figure out, you know, where we can get more bang for our money. So I would just say, plan out your time, and get things done early and budget it. That's number 3. Number 4, I would say, is if you're able to, I guess it kind of goes into getting it early, like getting things done early. But if you're able to start moving stuff or shipping stuff from your old spot to your new home, I would for sure do that. Especially in our case, since we had the packers and the movers, the less they did, the less we had to pay. And so for us, we really wanted to get just our clothes over to the new place, and just like small things that, you know, would actually measure up to be a lot. So yeah, Damien brought all of his clothes, all of his shoes. I brought some of my clothes and some of his shoes, but then I just got really annoyed and fed up, and I was like, you know what? I'm paying them. Like, let me let them do something. But it did save us some money by Damien bringing a lot of his stuff over here already, and they just focused on the kitchen and the big stuff as well, and it really helped a lot. So we were thankfully able to get into our new place beforehand and start loading things in here. So if you're able to do that, I would highly suggest that. And number 5, I would just have to say, I know this is kind of stupid, but I would just kind of say take one thing at a time and delegate. Like, delegate responsibilities. If you're moving with your spouse, your partner, or whatever, like, work together and work with each other, because it's going to help lessen the load on both of you. So for instance, like, I handled all like the logistics stuff. I handled, you know, switching over the Xfinity, switching over the PG&E, the trash, getting like all of that, like the logistics stuff handled, so that, you know, when we got here, we had all of that done. And I did that maybe a week before we moved. And that really helped a ton. And I guess kind of 5.2, 5.1, 5.2, whatever, then also with 5 is don't be afraid to ask for help. For me, I had 2 of my best friends come over and my mom come help us unpack our kitchen and our downstairs, and that helped so freaking much. And I used to be like super hard-headed, like, no, I can do it myself. I don't want any help, like, I can do it myself. But it's okay to ask for help, and they were such a huge help. We opened a couple bottles of wine, we had some music, my nieces came over, they played around, so it was a really fun time. We got a lot done. Like my whole downstairs is finished. So first I want to say thank you to them for coming and helping me, but again, you guys, don't be afraid to ask for help. It's a stressful time, like I said in the beginning. It's not easy at all, but there are ways to make it less stressful and more smooth. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching it. I'm sorry if I seem a bit like out of it. I'm all over the place. I am behind on work. I'm behind on everything. So I'm just trying to get my life together. But I want to sit down and record this video for you guys just to be helpful. If you have any other tips for people to share, leave them in the description box below. Again, give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Mwah.